Hello everyone, welcome back to Star Control 2. We are exploring suns for the very special monster for the Vuxkadude. And we found a gold world with biology on it. There's no way we hit our... It's a little bit scary actually. Ouch, stop that. Ouch! Back, I say! Like, come on, wow. This is tough. I don't see any super special monsters though. And apparently I'm full on stuff. Feel bad, I wasted a little bit of biodata. Stop chasing me! Alright, let's see here. So this is the Class 6 lightning storms. Okay, it's good to know what Class 6 lightning storms look like. Okay, scary and far too many for any reasonable planet to have. They pause every once in a while, which is nice, I suppose. And the very occasional firestorm thing. Not very common at all. So 109 is just a little bit too hot. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. But no fancy monster, it seems. But the biodata was fantastic. Let's check out this one. I don't think Selenic worlds can ever have... Nope, nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all very of interest. Suppose we can... Probably check the gas giant. Did not need to check the gas giant. And this planet? Nothing interesting at all. Again. Bleh. Oh, wait, what? This looks like a vinological world or whatever. Neolithic world. No biology, some gold, but meh. Already over half full. Okay, well, that yellow star was not particularly amazing. Let's head here. My kind of moving around. And this star also has a yellow sun with yellow things. In the habitable zone. I would assume whatever beautiful creature he's after would probably be in the habitable zone. I'm really seriously hoping. Metal world. It does have radioactives, which are nice to have. Fetch the radioactives, I guess. Yeah, 20 uranium. 10 uranium. That's pretty good. Feels pretty good. Top it off with silver, leave the rest. but not what I was looking for, not at all. Such a radioactive world? That'd be nice. Oh, gonna miss it. It is. No, biology, but radioactive world, which is, you know, always amazing. And radioactives, pretty nice. Check the gas giant. Planets. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Apparently I found it. I was like, I can't see the other planet in the star system. Yeah, sure. It's whole fuel, but we're going to get a load of gold. Just nothing but gold. Pretty good. Feels good. No threats. Very nice. Let's, boop-boo. Hit this back one back here, I suppose. It's an interesting color. I don't recall seeing this color before. Oh, no, it's just a blah, blah, blah. Not finding anything useful here. I'm gonna go ahead and take the crew out of my Spathy ship and put it back into my main ship, I think. Because I just realized I have like 20 crew, and that's not particularly optimal. Not so much. Oh, something's happened with my con. So, okay, so that was your Draconis, so let's head over here. There's also a supergiant, so we can go visit the visit our happy dudes, get all our money, or give them money in exchange for fuel or info, or you know, some sort of interesting thing. That's something interesting too. We're checking. Well, that planet looks habitable, so I'm interested in that planet. And we'll talk to these dudes, I suppose. These have to be the teal dudes on the map, I suppose. Pretty sure I hit the point. Really? I found their homeworld? I clearly found their homeworld.
You, the stupid, weak alien who has appeared here at our homeworld. What do you desire, creature? Our friendship? Our submission? Ha ha ha! Foolish, dumb weakling! We, the 19th Sculptor of the Thradash Empire, have an enormous fleet of ships here with which to instruct you. We will gladly attack you. In fact, it is a requirement that we do so, since we are Urquan slaves, and you are obviously an independent. But know this, pay close heed. While it is true we keep count of the number of our ships you destroy, we consider attacking our homeworld so irrevocably stupid that any victories you may score here through a sheer stroke of luck will not be added to your personal victory tally.
Interesting.
Now, what do you wish of us before we attack?
Sure.
Hostility? Har, har, har. We are not
Arg, arg,
hostile.
arg.
Hostility is unwarranted aggression. If you want to know about hostility, let us tell you about Culture 12. Culture 12 was so hostile that while they were on their way to their first great battle, Chugka, the battle master, stepped on Nusco, the tactician's foot, causing him great pain. The annoyed Nusco turned on his battle master, Chugka, and sliced his body in half. This missed Chugka's troops, who took it upon themselves to murder Nusco and his elite troops. The real trouble started when now dead Chugka's master sergeants.
So they just going to the first battle, they just killed themselves?
Kill Nusco. Simple crucifixion or the slower lit tattoo technique. The argument was resolved when Mood and his 500 troops were slaughtered by Putt and his gang. Well, this probably all would have gone down in history as a great day of learning for Culture 12, were it not for the surprise arrival of Culture 12's original enemy, the Yajog and his cronies, who wiped out Culture 12's army, thus beginning the long and glorious Culture 13. Now that's hostility. We, on the other hand, merely want to kill you.
Okay. That's nice.
Talk is for sissies. Weaklings like those of Culture 14. For 10,000 years, we Thradash have fought and died, learned and improved. Then, along came Culture 14, which claimed that all this perfect method was wrong. That each time we violently transformed to a new culture, we inevitably blasted ourselves back at least 500 years in development.
500 years?
Some people just cannot accept the cost of progress.
Indeed,
the foolishness of Culture 14's peaceful whining was revealed when they were conquered by Culture 15 after only a 10-year reign.
Wow.
And did the change to Culture 15 set us back 500 years? No.
Good.
2, maybe 300 years tops.
Wow,
The
great.
short span of Culture 14's
So going from 13 to 14 they
That's a way
lost
of life.
300, 400 years, and going from 14 to
Peace
15 in 10 years lost 200. So good job, just good job.
What? More talk?
Yeah, more talk.
It amazes me that you ever got out of the orbit of your home planet. Yammer.
I did hit every
Very
single,
well.
yeah.
We will talk for a moment. Our Culture 19 is the most formidable ever to appear in Thradash space. Admittedly, we said something similar about Culture 18, but it is true. With our rather swift defeat by the Urquan and subsequent enslavement, we realized that it was time for a change. A new culture had to be established. So of course, we began a thermonuclear exchange to decide who would lead this new culture. We were all quite disappointed when the Urquan in orbit above our homeworld launched waves of fighters who intercepted all our missiles. The Urquan explained that slaves were not permitted to engage in such destructive conflicts.
Oh no.
So
I'm so
my
sorry that
people,
you can't
being
nuke yourself.
superior, introduced a super lethal poison into our opponent's water and air, thus ending the conflict.
Okay.
The Urquan were not particularly happy about this resolution and killed all our leaders, which, under other circumstances, would have started a larger inter-Thradash war.
Well, I bet.
But the Urquan appointed new leaders, apparently chosen at random, and explained that further disobedience would result in the destruction of our species. Frustrating, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
A foolish question. We are their slaves.
Yes.
Don't. What else would we be? When the Urquan first appeared in our space, over 50 years ago,
50 years?
coming
But
from the
the-
direction of the
okay.
Ophiuchi stars, we attacked them with gusto, zipping in to fire our Mark 6 blasters, and then theoretically zipping back out to prepare for another attack run. Unfortunately, before we could zip out, Our ships were either blasted to smithereens by the Urquan's fusion bolts or were picked apart by the swarms of Urquan fighter vessels. You may wonder why we didn't use our afterburners to escape. The answer is simple. 50 years ago, our ships had not yet been modified for this enhancement.
Interesting.
It was not until 2143 that maintenance engineer Rion
It's 15 years ago?
the afterburner effect. When he accidentally stuck his cigar in the aft fuel valve of the ship he was working on. Boom! The ship took off like a barn out of hell, and Rion was fried to a crisp. Yes, we remember Rion with much fondness. Of course, we have refined the device, and now that our entire fleet has been fitted with the Rion afterburners, perhaps now the Urquan will let us fight at their side as true battle thralls.
What? Yeah, why didn't you see the,
We wanted to. Oh, how we wanted to.
I'm sure you did.
After all, we were the first battle thralls the Urquan enslaved in this part of space. We thought we had priority, but the Urquan thought we were too weak to hold our own in the upcoming battles, so they left us here to guard the flank. If only we had been stronger and less troublesome. Another reason the Urquan wouldn't take us with them was because we kept picking fights with the new battle slaves, like the Umbablabis or those religious idiots, the Ilrad. Where did they go, you ask? This is a secret, of course. We can't tell you. If we told you that they were fighting a secret war against a mysterious invader, you might find some way to use that information against our masters. So forget it. No secrets.
No way. Hey, I've got an idea.
What foolish stupidity. Why, that's as dumb an idea as... What did you say? Attack the Urquan's enemy? Help them win their war? Why,
sure.
That's an excellent idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
You're welcome.
We shall marshal our forces and leave at once. Stupid, human, pitiful, weakling dog. You have been helpful. So as a reward, you may leave alive. And when we return from our glorious campaign, we may even honor you with a retelling of the many great battles we shall certainly win.
Cool.
Until then, get lost.
Apparently, that's, okay. That worked well. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. That's not Draconis. I'm curious. What do you have to say to yourselves? Are we friends now? That's great. Hi.
The Urquan will be mightily impressed by our combat prowess when we blast their enemies from space. We build up a charging fury. Stay out of our path.
Okay.
Brutal? You don't know the meaning of brutal until you've heard the story of Culture 3.
Culture
How
3?
brutal was Culture 3, you ask?
Yeah, I guess so.
Culture 3 was so brutal that they maimed, tortured, enslaved, and in general brutalized themselves. You see, Culture 2 had made a virtue of stoic resistance to pain, stubborn fortitude, that sort of thing. So when Culture 3 came around, they had a problem. How were they going to impress everyone as being even tougher? Their answer? They would arrive at a battle, stand on a tall hill where everyone could see them, and chop off one of their own limbs. Then they'd wave it around, screaming and shaking it at their enemies. It worked. It scared the hell out of their opponents. They ran like crazy. You could tell who was a real war hero back then by how few arms or legs he had left. War parade was quite different too. Instead of sturdy old warriors walking slowly past their reviewing stands, they tended to roll, and at a good clip, too. To you, an inferior alien,
Yeah, it kinda does.
bluntly stupid, the product of a sick, primitive society. You couldn't be more right. Culture 3 was, as you can well understand,
The
only
third
the
Thradash
third
culture. Of
Thradash
course,
culture,
right, of course.
and was therefore far from the tempered perfection you have encountered here and now. Perhaps after we have made you our slaves, we can accommodate your wishes. Until then, what? You leave before the lesson begins? We have so much to teach you. Let us show you just one thing. It's called the surprise attack.
Okay, apparently. Yeah, let's go with the... Whoa, you are fast. Yes. But you're a little weak. And your guns seem a little underpowered. Like, wow, your Mark 6 blaster or whatever is actually really kind of pathetic. Let's see what else you have to say.
Our individual skills, our superior fighting chips, and our objectively correct political views
Of course.
are sure to greatly impress our Earthwan masters. To arms! To arms! No, we will not answer any more of your foolish questions. Instead, you will answer our questions, such as who is responsible for those berserk red probes that keep attacking our ships. Are these
Scoundrel,
devices your robot
they're fine.
emissaries of death?
Can't you deal with
No,
them?
don't answer. I can see it in your eyes. You've given it all away. I know the truth now. The only thing that confuses me is why do the probes approach from the direction of Vega?
Yeah, we already went over there. Yeah, we take care of that. There's no more red probes.
We are strong. You are weak. And we hate weak. We do not need weak friends. We only want slaves and teachers. Since you have nothing to teach us and refuse to be our slave, then you are our enemy. Such logic must be obvious.
Oh, sure, of course. Yep. Makes perfect sense, I suppose. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what? You say what? Foolish, pitiful, small-headed being. We will destroy you and everybody on your ship.
Yep. I'm sure you will. Oh, look at you! You're boosting towards me! Oh, look, you're dead! Good day, Manup. Oh, okay, drug. By Wumps. And good die, Bartdat. I didn't even need to fire twice. It's pretty good. Yep. So... I suppose I can stay a little longer and chat a little longer. And see what you guys have to say now.
Our individual skills are superior.
Yes, you said this.
Back to the subject of the probes.
Yeah, we killed them.
found one orbiting a strange planet in the Epsilon Draconis system. The planet causes our scanners to malfunction, producing a wildly colored image.
Epsilon
The probes
Draconis, you
seem
say?
to be studying it. Is this true? Speak, human! Reveal the truth! Confess your crimes!
I'm busy
Well,
writing
if you will
down
not
Epsilon
cooperate, We
Draconis.
will have to extract the information from you
Epsilon
in more painful ways.
Draconis. Probably has a rainbow world.
We are strong. You weak. Then you such luck.
Uh-huh.
Then I guess we'll
I don't really have
just
to
be
go out to great
attacking
power,
you
so I don't feel
now.
like blustering about it. But I could try sometime, since clearly this is, you know, super easy. And they still have more things to tell me. I don't even have to move. I can just rotate, and that was a little close there, bro. You killed one of my crew. That's not okay. That was the planet. Okay, afterburners actually hurt. Okay. No. That was unfortunate. Alright, we killed their troops. Yep. So, Epsilon Draconis, they said. It's Lambda Draconis, Mu Draconis, Kappa Draconis, Alpha Draconis, Beta Draconis, Eta, Epsilon Draconis. Well, let's visit the Alpha Apotis. Well, actually, if we're gonna get a Rainbow World, which is worth 500 credits, maybe it's... Well, maybe we don't need to visit the Rainbow... Well, we'll see. Hello? Melnor May! Melnor May! Hey, guy.
Once again, we meet to exchange valuable tangibles. Isn't this fun?
Sure.
Now, what can we do for you today? What
I have data on land.
the two?
Cool.
What
There's fuel.
how?
There's some interesting things there.
It has
Not quite sure. Let's... I want to save the game. I want to save the game. I want to take a break. And then, when we get back, we can see if the Melnor may have any hints and tips for us, I suppose. Although, it's like, I don't... Maybe I do. Maybe I just want to... Maybe I just want to not. But... Right now, I'm taking a break. Thanks for watching. See you soon.